On a cold February night in 2004, a 21-year-old nursing student named Maura Murray vanished without a trace after a mysterious car crash in rural New Hampshire. Her disappearance would become one of the most haunting and widely speculated missing persons cases in American history. Footage: snowy road, quiet winter forest, flashing red and blue lights. Let's rewind the clock to the events leading up to her vanishing. Chapter 1. A normal life, then a sudden shift. Maura Murray was a bright student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. She had transferred from West Point and was pursuing a nursing degree. On the outside, she seemed to have it all: brains, athleticism, and a close-knit family. But in early February 2004, something shifted. On February 5th, Maura broke down in tears during her campus security job after receiving a call. Her supervisor later described her as just completely zoned out. When asked what was wrong, she simply said, "My sister." Footage: empty dorm rooms, emotional young woman on phone. It wasn't clear what upset her, but her behavior after that moment became even more puzzling. Chapter 2. Vanishing preparations. Over the next few days, Maura searched online for places to stay in Vermont and the White Mountains of New Hampshire. She emailed her professors, saying there had been a death in the family, which was not true, and that she would be away for a week. On February 9th, she packed her car with clothing, school books, snacks, and alcohol. She withdrew $280 from her bank account, bought alcohol from a local store, and left campus. She didn't tell her boyfriend. She didn't tell her friends, not even her family. Footage: ATM camera footage, car dashboard camera shots, snowy roads. It seemed she was going somewhere, alone, and didn't want anyone to know. Chapter 3. The car crash in Haverhill. At around 7:27 p.m. that night, a 911 call was made. A black Saturn had crashed off Route 112 near Haverhill, New Hampshire. Several residents said they saw the driver, a young woman, seemingly uninjured, walking around the vehicle. One neighbor, a school bus driver named Butch Atwood, offered to call the police. Maura reportedly declined and said she had already called AAA. But here's the mystery: no call to AAA was ever made. Footage: dark rural road, headlights flickering, eerie silence. By the time police arrived, less than 10 minutes later, Maura was gone. Chapter 4. The strange clues. Maura's car was locked. Inside, police found her textbooks and clothes, bottles of alcohol, some unopened, one spilled. A box of wine on the seat, but no phone, no wallet, no trace of her in the snow. Footage: zoom on car door, open trunk, flashing flashlight in woods. There were no footprints leading into the woods, no sign of a struggle, no blood, just silence. Chapter 5. Theories and speculation. Over the years, hundreds of theories have emerged. Theory 1: she ran away to start a new life. Some believe Maura wanted to escape her stress, school pressure, a recent car crash, and relationship trouble. Theory 2: she died in the woods, but search dogs and helicopters found no scent, no remains. Theory 3: she was picked up by someone, possibly abducted. The 10-minute gap between the crash and police arrival is just enough time for a vehicle to stop and take her. Theory 4: foul play. There were strange figures in the case, rumors of police involvement or locals with dark histories. Even her family has doubted the official investigation at times. Footage: news clips, faded missing posters, satellite map views. Chapter 6. 20 years later. Still, no answers. Thanks for watching and subscribe.